Yo, what's up YouTube? Mike from Troopers, and today NFL Week 1 has basically come to a close. I'm making this video before Sunday Night Football and before Monday Night Football, so that might impact my picks for this video. Make sure to comment down below if there's anything I should change, and you guys might be able to convince my mind. I'll leave a comment back replying if I change my mind. So getting right into things. Week 1, I went 9 wins, 4 losses, 1 tie. So that's not bad. 9-4-1 to start the season off. Could have been better. I mean, it was kind of a crazy week, especially the Steelers-Bengals game. Heading into week 2, we're definitely going to try to go undefeated this week. Now, Chargers versus Chiefs, 2 explosive teams. The Chargers were able to handle the Raiders. This is the Thursday night game. Keenan Allen left with a hamstring injury. That's worrisome. He was ruled out very early in that game, which makes me worried for his status heading into this game. I don't think he'll be available. Kansas City Chiefs, on the other hand, Mahomes threw for 5 touchdowns. The Chiefs had a crazy win against the Arizona Cardinals, handled them with ease. I think the Chiefs definitely win this game on Thursday Night Football if Keenan Allen is unavailable. So give me the Chiefs right here in this victory on Thursday night. Patriots at Steelers. Now, if the Steelers lost to the Bengals, I probably would have given this one to the Patriots. Mac Jones, he has a back injury. We don't know the severity. I believe x-rays were negative, but they're still going to do further testing. And the Steelers had a gutsy win against the Bengals. I mean, it was a sloppy game all around, honestly. The Bengals could have won. Steelers could have won. Sloppy game. Referees were kind of weird, too. But I'm going to give the Steelers the win right here in Pittsburgh against the New England Patriots. Steelers handle business. They can start off 2-0. Panthers versus Giants. Baker Mayfield. What are you doing, man? Come on, Baker. I mean, I thought you were going to F up the Browns, but I guess not. Can you beat the Giants? The Giants just beat the winner from the AFC last season. The AFC South, of course, the Tennessee Titans. They had a bye last year. New coaching. Daniel Jones comes in, beats the Tennessee Titans. That was a cool game to watch. Saquon, the glory days back for Saquon? I hope so. I have him in fantasy. But can the Giants be trusted to replicate that success against the Carolina Panthers? Christian McCaffrey, Saquon Barkley, 2 running backs that definitely can be dynamic. But do I trust Baker Mayfield or Daniel Jones? I really don't like Daniel Jones as a quarterback. I think the Giants are trying to turn him into a Ryan Tannehill situation where they can rely on Saquon. That's the only way they'll win games, just like they did last week. However, I think Baker Mayfield and the Panthers can win this game. It'll be a close one, though. I'm not sure. Jets versus Browns. The Jets, they got my hopes up. They were hanging around in the first quarter with the Ravens, and then Lamar Jackson did his thing. Devin Duvernay, whoever that is, had a couple touchdowns for Lamar Jackson, came up big, and the Jets lost pretty badly. Zach Wilson might be back, I'm not sure, but the Cleveland Browns, even with Jacoby Brissett at quarterback, I don't like either quarterback on these teams, but the Cleveland Browns with their running situation should be able to do well, and the Cleveland Browns should win this game. Colts at Jaguars. I've been saying it for a while. I think Carson Wentz gets way too much hate. Carson Wentz went 9-2 to finish the season last year, 9-3 maybe. The Colts had a good win streak with Carson Wentz, and then they basically got rid of him because he lost to, guess who? The Jaguars. Now, I think Matt Ryan and the Colts have a good chance of handling the Jaguars. They're definitely going to be motivated by that tie last week against the Texans, which, that's rough. Now, the Jaguars, on the other hand, Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars, not much of that game was televised, and if it was, I was definitely focusing on the Commanders because I wanted to see Jahan Dotson play and see how good Carson Wentz would be. Now, Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars, they hung around. They were there late in the game. They had a chance. They sold. And I think the Colts win this game in Jacksonville, and the Jaguars look for a win heading into week 3. Colts win. Up next is the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. This game's in Baltimore. Now, Lamar Jackson was able to handle week 1 with ease. He had a couple nice touchdowns, a couple deep ones. And the Miami Dolphins, Jalen Waddle had a touchdown pass, very deep touchdown. I think he had 4 catches for 90 yards and a touchdown. Tyreek Hill had a big performance as well. Now the Dolphins have speed; they'll be able to beat the Ravens over the top. That's a given. But I think J.K. Dobbins comes back in this game right here, and Lamar Jackson won't throw around the passes heavily. The Ravens will probably try and control time of possession, just that the Dolphins receivers don't have a chance to burn their defense. If the Ravens can run the ball effectively, that means incorporating J.K. Dobbins and getting Lamar Jackson more involved in the run game. I think the Ravens have a chance to win this one right here. I don't feel too confident in the Miami Dolphins right now. They won, I think, 20-7 against the Patriots in week 1. Yeah, they did. And so for that reason, they kind of let the Patriots hang around a little bit more than I would have liked to see. I think the Ravens right here should be favored to win this one. Ravens win. Buccaneers at Saints. Now, this is a tough one. I haven't seen the Buccaneers play on Sunday Night Football, but I expect them to win. I'm not too sure about the receiving situation. Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, I know they're both good players in their own respect, but if they're going to stay healthy throughout the whole season, that's definitely a concern for me. And Leonard Fournette, I think he'll have a big game, but we'll see. The Saints, on the other hand, Jameis Winston's a real concern. Like, I'm very concerned about Jameis Winston. He put together a game where, oh my God, they almost lost to the Falcons. You know how bad I would have looked if they were lost to the Falcons? That would have been crazy. But Michael Thomas had 2 TDs. He showed up late in the game when it mattered. He started off slow, came back late in the game. Hamstring didn't seem to be a concern. I definitely think the Saints can hang around right here, but I like the Buccaneers odds as of right now. Comment down below, because this video is going up after Sunday Night Football. Comment down below if I'm wrong and you guys think the Saints are going to beat the Buccaneers. But right now, I'm choosing Buccaneers to win. Then we have the Commanders and the Lions. Oh, I like Carson Wentz. I've been saying it, but with no Chase Young in this game, and we all know how high I am on the Lions. The Detroit Lions were able to hang around with the Eagles. The Eagles have an explosive offense, as we can see. And a lot of people might think that the Eagles' defense isn't good because they give up 35 points to the Lions. I'm not convinced that that's the case. I think the Lions' offense might just be good. I think the Lions' offensive line has improved. Jared Goff might not be the quarterback to lead this team to like a deep playoff run, but I think the Detroit Lions definitely can be a contender to win some close games, just like last season where they come back and hang around. They had me nervous, I'm not going to lie. They almost beat the Eagles 38-35. Lions, I like the Lions' odds to win against Carson Wentz and the Commanders. Lions finish this game out. It's in home. You get 2 home games in a row. Don't lose them both. Lions win. Then we have the Seahawks and the 49ers. Now, the 49ers game, I didn't get to see too much of that because guess what? From what I heard and what I saw, it was the most boring game ever created. They were playing on a slip and slide of a field. It was crazy. Now, Seahawks, I need you guys to comment down below again about this prediction because I haven't seen them play yet. I think they're going to lose to the Broncos, but maybe they won't. Maybe they'll shock the world and look good. 49ers, I like them a little bit more in this matchup because I'm assuming Geno Smith is probably still a starter in week 2. Geno Smith, I'm not sold. Trey Lance, I'm still not sold on Trey Lance for sure. But hopefully Kittle comes back and the 49ers can hang around this game. I mean, the Seahawks have a couple good skill players. They have a couple good receivers, Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf. 49ers have Deebo Samuel, George Kittle. The Elijah Mitchell injury is concerning. Who knows if he's back for this game. Give me the 49ers at home. Falcons at Rams. Now, last week I was quick to write the Falcons off and say that the Saints were going to destroy them. If you're a Falcons fan, I'm sorry. Not really, though, because if you've been a subscriber to this channel for a while, you know that I like Marcus Mariota. I was confused when the Titans originally got rid of him. And even when he was in Las Vegas with the Raiders, I was thinking that Marcus Mariota could be a starting quarterback. So I'm not surprised that Marcus Mariota played well. I mean, I'm definitely impressed with him because it's a tough thing to do with the Atlanta Falcons, but Marcus Mariota had the Falcons hanging around in the NFC South, which is definitely an impressive thing to do. But I think the Rams got a bounce-back win right here. Matthew Stafford from the Rams fell short. It was such a brutal game to watch. It actually hurt my brain. Like, basically, only Cooper Kupp showed up to the field against the Buffalo Bills. And defensively, Aaron Donald's going to do a little bit more. We definitely saw the loss of Von Miller impacting this defense, but I think the Rams bounce back week 2 at home against the Falcons, get the win. Cardinals at Raiders. Now, the Cardinals got destroyed. I'm not surprised. Just like I said, it was going to happen. Cardinals, they don't have DeAndre Hopkins. Their offense, no Rondale Moore. I mean, who's he going to throw the ball to? Kyler Murray didn't really look that good either. Zach Ertz has some plays late in garbage time, but like, I just don't know if you're an Arizona Cardinals coach or fan or anything. Like, how do you score points against good teams? How do you hang around? The Cardinals defense is going to have to step up if they want to hang around for sure until they get some of their skill players back. And Derek Carr and the Raiders, no, they look good. Let me just say that. Devontae Adams, beast. They kind of underutilized Hunter Renfrow until late in the game. I think he could have been utilized a little bit more. Definitely could have ran the ball with Josh Jacobs a little bit more effectively and better. And that would take some of the load off Devontae Adams and the double team. But I do think the Las Vegas Raiders win this game. Then we have the Texans at Broncos. All right, the Texans, guys, I'm sorry to break it to you. I'm still not sold on them doing anything in their division. They had one tie against the Colts. Good for them. Good job. I'm actually impressed that they were able to tie the Indianapolis Colts, as you all should be. But, I mean, that overtime was brutal. Brandon Cooks, he's solid, right? Davis Mills, he's kind of a mediocre quarterback. He reminds me of, guess who? Mediocre Drew Lock. But we have the Denver Broncos. Another game. Comment down below if my prediction should change. But I'm definitely going with the Denver Broncos. And I feel like I don't even have to watch Monday Night Football to still choose the Broncos. I feel like the Broncos could lose to the Seahawks by 20 points. And I still would probably choose the Broncos to win as a bounce-back game right here. So definitely give me Denver. Bengals at Cowboys. This is a tough one to predict. This is similar to last week with the Raiders and Chargers. I had no idea. I definitely chose the Chargers, so I had a favorite in mind for who to pick, but it was kind of 50-50 odds. Similar this week, I think the Bengals should beat the Cowboys. Haven't seen the Cowboys play yet tonight, but the Cowboys receiving situation scares me. Dak Prescott, I don't know, man. I just think the Bengals have a better team, even without T. Higgins, because he's going to be in concussion protocol. It'll be hard for him to clear this game. I think the Bengals will find a way to win. They can probably rush the ball with Joe Mixon a lot more than the Cowboys can with Zeke. If the Cowboys start using Tony Pollard, that might be an interesting concept they should try out, where they can kind of start removing Zeke, but they're still paying Zeke, so I definitely expect him to be part of this offense. So I think the Bengals win right here in a bounce-back game, much needed. Joe Burrow, I feel bad. I mean, he threw, 4 picks? Step it up and beat the Cowboys right here. Bears versus Packers. This is Sunday Night Football. Bears, I mean, let's be real here. Actually, you know what's crazy? The Bears played about as well as the Packers did. Aaron Rodgers looked not good. The receiving core for the Packers was dog. Like, it was so embarrassing to watch. Very bad. Very embarrassing. The Packers, they literally looked defeated heading into halftime. Now, the defense honestly kept them in the game a little bit. If the offense could have stepped up, they could have definitely scored some points. Packers versus Bears right here. Bears have a good defense, but the Bears offense sucks. Packers offense sucks. Packers defense played bad against the Vikings. I don't know. I'm definitely choosing Aaron Rodgers over Justin Fields. And if Aaron Rodgers loses this game, I mean, I know he'll be very disappointed in himself, just like I'll be disappointed in him for losing to Justin Fields. Come on now. Packers better win this one right here, or it's going to be a huge embarrassment for that franchise. Titans versus Bills. Now, this is probably one of the games of the week. Can Derrick Henry single-handedly beat the Buffalo Bills in that defense? The answer is no. If Matthew Stafford and Cooper Kupp couldn't beat the Buffalo Bills, what chance does Derrick Henry singly have of beating him? I think the Buffalo Bills definitely win this game right here. Shouldn't be that close. I think the Bills offense will probably score 14 points on their first 2 possessions, and then the Titans have to play from behind. Can't really implement the game script that they wanted to. Bills win. Vikings at Eagles. This game's in Philadelphia. This is probably one of the games of the week as well, because the Minnesota Vikings, I think their offense could have done a lot more last week. They kind of were, I don't know, they kind of slowed down towards the end. Justin Jefferson had an insane game. Justin Jefferson, I was kind of unconvinced of him being a great receiver, but definitely I saw what he could do on display against the Packers. Can he do the same thing as Darius Slay? That's something to watch. Maybe Adam Thielen has a bit more of a big game because Darius Slay will be focused on Justin Jefferson, and Adam Thielen can find some room in that defense. But the Philadelphia Eagles look good. A.J. Brown versus Justin Jefferson, 2 receivers that had insane games week 1. I like the Philadelphia Eagles odds. That's the home opener. Things can get crazy in Philadelphia. And I still remember the Philadelphia Eagles beating the Vikings in that playoff game. I think the Eagles win right here. But the Eagles are going to have to control the ball, control time of possession, because if the Vikings get Dalvin Cook going, with Dalvin Cook, Adam Thielen, and Justin Jefferson, that's scary to me. Hopefully the Eagles can definitely get some pressure on Kirk Cousins as well, because Kirk Cousins under pressure, I don't feel like he's going to be performing as well as Jalen Hurts, because Jalen Hurts can just scramble. If the Eagles can implement Jalen Hurts and Miles Sanders as a bit of a running tandem, where the Eagles run the ball like probably 40% of the time, and then play action, mix in some passes and play action 60% of the time, I think that'll be a good split, and it'll keep defenses on their toes, and the Eagles win right here. That's my predictions for week 2 of the NFL season. Let me know down below what you think. Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.